時の針を巻き戻すように眠ったままの君に会いに行く
Summative Assessment 1 Planning and Implementing Classroom Test. Assessment aims to know the progress of students. An assessment administered at the end of the instructional unit in a course is called summative assessment. Summative assessment are used primarily to document students' performance, to monitor and record students' proficiency, to give students grades, to report to parents, for selection purposes, for conferring honors, for establishing a record of performance, for accountability as evidence of students' learning, to evaluate teachers, and for college admissions and employers. Examples of summative assessment includes the chapter test, unit test, semester test, common test, final papers, reports, and presentations. The primary purpose of summative assessment is to establish score or grade to represent what students know and can do. In planning summative assessment, the first step is to review the criteria for high-quality assessment. Questions such as:
are there clear and appropriate learning targets? Will the assessment be fair and unbiased? Will the assessment be aligned with the instructions? What method of assessment is the best match? Will the evidence allow valid inferences? Have students had the opportunity to learn what is being assessed?
The next step is to determine how many separate assessments will be given and how long each one will be. So there are several factors that are need to consider in this part: the age of the student, the length of classes, and the type of questions. Note that the time allocated for the assessment should be sufficient for all students to answer the questions. As mentioned a while ago, the age of the student and the length of the class time are very important considerations. For example, for the first grade students, summative assessment usually lasts for 5 to 10 minutes. Later elementary or for 15 to 30 minutes. Secondary students is 50 to 60 minutes, and the middle high school, the class time will determine how long will the assessment will last. We can also use published assessments such as ready-made test item tests from textbooks and testing companies, which are provided in digital format, banks of items which are provided from the central offices. However, when using this, we need to make sure that they consist of the appropriate terminologies and are aligned with our instruction. One advantage of using published assessment or prepared test items is that teachers can save their time. When administering summative assessment, the environment during testing must be conducive to maximizing students' performance. It must have sufficient light, appropriate temperature, quiet with no interruptions, and appropriate arrangement for students with special needs. Also, nothing in the physical environment should interfere with the students showing what they know or understand or can do. Another one is that we need to arrange the assessment to discourage and prevent cheating. In order for us to make sure that our students are not cheating, we need to provide them with clear guidelines for cheating, format test or answer sheets to make it difficult to cheat, monitor students continuously and closely during a test, use special setting arrangement, and if plagiarism is possible, then we could let our students know that we could use internet to detect plagiarism. Thank you for listening. I am Iris Juvy Susada. Stay tuned for another informative video.